All right. So we have our triangle. It's a right triangle. We have this angle here, theta. So now what we're going to do, we know that the side directly across from the 90 degrees is my longest side. That's my hypotenuse. Okay. We know the side touching the angle is my... Good. And then we know the one directly across from the angle is my... Very good.
What the heck? What are you talking about? What's a tangent?
Tangent is the ratio between the opposite and the adjacent, right?
I don't know what.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you now all three ratios.
No.
Okay? We know tangent, so I'm going to give you two more. Sine. When you're looking at this angle, sine goes with opposite and hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine now. The only one I haven't showed you guys. Maybe you guys can use your powers of deduction to determine what's left. Would be adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so these are the two we're going to use today. I'm just going to write out 10 as well real quick.
What happens if you don't put that little swirl?
No.
Nothing really. It's a nice formal organizational piece, okay? Now, so sine, cosine, and tangent. These are the three trigonomic ratios for right triangles. Okay? An easy way to remember these guys?
Wait, the side touching the angle is always the adjacent.
Yes. One of the hardest parts about trigonometry is determining the adjacent and the opposite. Hands down. All right? That's half the battle right there. The rest of it is just hitting a couple buttons on your calculator. Right? Which you can all handle. You don't got index fingers for that. Right? Everyone's still got all their index fingers here. There hasn't been any farm accidents this summer that I'm not aware of. Okay, just double checking. Don't want to be insensitive. All right, now, an easy way to remember sine, cosine, and tangent. I don't know why, but this works. SOHCAHTOA. It works. SOHCAHTOA.
I'm so confused.
Okay. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. TOA, tangent, is opposite over adjacent. Don't believe me this works? I once wrote an exam in university in one of the big gyms. A bunch of engineering students were writing the exam beside me, and they were all chanting because they were working on their exam. All right? Third, second year university students still chant SOHCAHTOA. All right? This works. I don't know why. I can't explain it. There's nothing here that I can grasp it. But SOHCAHTOA is easy for people to remember. Okay? I'm not making this up. SOHCAHTOA. Okay? Cool? All right. Now, we discussed that identifying between the opposite and the adjacent is tricky. Once you can identify between these two, then you can figure out which ratio to use. Okay? So let's try some examples. I'm going to write down SOHCAHTOA up here. Just to help. Okay? I can't get rid of it. All right. So, for example, in this triangle here, identify the opposite side, the side opposite angle G, and the side adjacent to angle G. All right, so if we're looking here at angle G, this guy right here. which side is opposite to angle G?
8.
Sam? Thank you, Sam. He put up his hand. Now, without blurting it out, what side is adjacent, so? Right, 15. That's adjacent. 17 it's the longest side. It's also opposite the 90-degree angle, so it's the hypotenuse. Okay. Okay. This is tricky. Now, based on angle G, could you guys write out the sine ratio?
Yeah.
Sure. Sine of the angle would be, so sine G. What is sine?
That's the equation. So opposite over hypotenuse.
Good, Julia. Opposite over hypotenuse. Sam, you want to take us home?
8/17.
8/17. Very good. Could you guys tell me what that angle is? Remember how to do it with tangent?
Sorry for the interruption. Could I have the following students please come to the office? Brooklyn Wick and Bree Townsend. Could you two girls please come to the office?
You said we don't do tangent in this at all.
I didn't say we're using tangent. Do you guys remember how you found an angle using tangent, though? Don't do it. You use the tan -1 button, right?
Yeah.
Here, guess what button you're going to use?
Negative.
Cos 1, sin 1.
Cos and sine. Good. Very good, guys. We're going to be using sine. So if you just go, that's 17, not 7. My bad. Depending on your calculators.
Gives you 0.
Okay, you got a Casio, good one. So you're going to go sine -1, bracket 8.
Do you need second function?
Yeah, second function.
Get to negative. This is
Remember how you did it with Mrs. Hunjay? Shift. See sine. See the sine -1 up there? You hit that.
Oh.
Then you go 8 divided by 17 and hit enter.
okay.
Okay, wait. So we got 22nd.
28. 07.
Yeah, 8 divided by 17.
Okay, how do you do this?
0.47.
I think it's messed up.
Yes, calculator is very helpful in Math Plus.
How is
I don't know, I haven't done it.
8 divided by 17? Why is it
Oh,
doing
your
0?
calculator. Okay, you should just like start slamming buttons.
Yeah. I should.
You go 8 divided by 17
Oh,
equals.
I always forget the stupid equals.
So,
There we go.
can everyone get about 28 degrees roughly?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. So we know that this is.
28.1.
All right, so whenever you're finding angles, remember you use the -1 button of that function.
I don't have it.
Cool. You want to put it on the counter there?
I'll forget it.
Okay. Don't do that. All right, now let's try cosine. Does everyone want to take a stab at the dark at what button you use to find an angle with cosine?
Cosine button, -1.
Excellent. Yeah, second function cosine, okay? So let's set up cosine of G. Okay, so cosine is what?
Adjacent over hypotenuse.
Good, adjacent over hypotenuse.
No.
Right? Ha! I don't care. It works.
28 again.
No. Oh wait, yeah, it's angle G. That's right.
Why are we doing that?
Never
We're the
mind.
same.
It should be the same, right?
Yeah,
But it has to be.
It'll be different numbers. So it's going to be adjacent, which is 15 over 17. You should get roughly 28 again. Good. Okay. That means the system works. And what do you guys think the angle would be if you did tangent for G?
Not bad.
28, right? Because what you did is you found this measurement here, 28 degrees.
So you only have to use one.
Right. It's up to you which one you want to use.
So you could use tan.
You can use because you have all three sides. You could either use tangent, cosine, or sine. It's up to you. Okay.
I didn't get.
You're gonna get your equal sign.
Chloe, not everyone's like you.
His calculator's a little bit different. So you go second. Yep. And then go.
Oh, I did equal.
I just do it this way.
Okay, I did. I divided.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how you. For that calculator sound, that's how you do it.
Okay.
All right. Now
I'm good on the test. So
let's get down to some nitty-gritty here. There we go. Much better. That's much more aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to determine the measures of K and M to the nearest tenth of a degree. So tenth is how many decimal places?
1, 2.
Anyways, let's start with K because it's the first one there. And we're going to solve for angle K. All right, now we only have two sides here, so we got to be careful with what we use. We can't use any one of the three trig ratios. All right, so with angle K, what two sides of the triangle do I have?
Wait, are we doing adjacent and all that stuff again?
You got it. Okay. Yes. So Chloe George.
I got it. I got it all done.
Okay, this side here is across from the 90, so that's my hypotenuse. And this side here is across from the angle, so that's my opposite. Agree?
Oh, you got your equal sign too. Well, they're all.
Well, let's see to make sure you're talking correct.
I don't know.
Did it work the first time you guys meet? Okay, so you went 15 divided by 7. You can go second function. Look at cosine g of theta. Oh yeah, if you're doing cosine with 8 over 17, you're going to get something different. Or you're doing sine 8 over 7. Cosine 8 over 17. Yeah, you're going to get something.
Yeah.
You go cosine 15.
Chloe.
We're not getting all. We're not getting all sides.
And then you hit enter. You just have to make sure you put the right number.
Oh, that's where you do a squared plus b squared plus c
No.
squared. Divide.
You don't waste that much time on the test, go for it.
That's what he told me to do.
Because you're a little different than the rest of us.
That's what he told us all to do.
You got it set up for sine. You left, and then we did that, and then we did cosine after. That's all. You see how we got both of them up there? You got sine g, cosine g below it. We just did both of them, and you started with one, and you came back and we were finishing the second. Does that make sense? Okay. Shannon, you got that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So we have hypotenuse and the opposite side.
So you use sine.
We use sine. Excellent. Very good. So now I'm going to use sine.
Is it sin or sine? Sine.
Sine.
Okay. Oh, that should be.
Chloe's like,
I don't know why, but teenagers they want to be like, it's sin, it's so bad. No, it's sine. All right, so it's opposite over hypotenuse. 3 over 8. When finding the angle, we're going to use what button?
negatives.
Perfect. So it's going to be K equals sine -1 over 8. We're going to try this one and see if you get it now, okay?
I got it.
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
I didn't.
I can't just do trig in my head like this.
If we got
Why
the
do you
same
put?
answer.
Or I'm confused. Why -2?
It's a 1.
Oh. Well,
Why are you looking off my page?
if I need help.
It's freaking there.
Okay, Chloe.
22 degrees even.
Do you like get mad if we don't put the degrees?
You should. It's like a unit, right?
Yeah, I know. I always just forget.
Yeah.
So I like got the number, but I never put degrees.
what I'd probably do is take like half mark the first time you did it. Then.
Are we looking for the one angle?
Now we're looking. Now we're gonna look for angle
M.
M, right here. So when we're looking at angle M,
You gotta use the cosine.
right? Because why?
Yeah. What if I decided
It's
to do?
adjacent over.
Right. The 8 is still my hypotenuse, but because this side here, 3, is touching angle M, it becomes adjacent. And which one uses adjacent hypotenuse?
COH. Oh. Sorry.
Right. Cosine. Pa. Right? Breeze, everything okay back there?
Oh yeah, first round.
Okay. I just saw a little bit of like panic and white in your eyes, so I was just making sure. All right. Good, good. So now we just go cosine. What is that? M?
Yeah.
Opposite or adjacent over hypotenuse. 3 over 8. So now we're going to use the cosine -1 button, correct? Right? Right?
The
Oh,
last one was 3 over 8.
yeah, but now we're using cosine instead of sine.
We already did this and they give the same answer.
I got 68.
We did that with 2 different sets of numbers. These numbers are different than these numbers.
Oh.
Cosine does a different function than
But
sine.
I got
What do you have
68.
I got 6.
Why do you have 3?
Okay, then it must be right.
Now it's adjacent. Adjacent is way longer.
You get 68.
Adjacent? Are we supposed to do adjacent over height? We don't know the adjacent.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, it is, because now it's M, Chloe.
Chloe, if you look here, now we're using angle M, right? The 3 is touching angle M, right?
It's adjacent.
I don't get that.
Okay.
When you're dealing with angle K,
But I thought
3 is across, so that is opposite. When you're dealing with angle M, it's touching the side, so that becomes the adjacent.
Oh.
You have to be careful. If you change the angle, it changes the formula. The big thing here for you guys is you're going to have to determine what you've been given and what formula you can use that with. All right? That really bothers people because now there's a possibility it could be several things. Normally in math, we give you a formula and you try 20 questions like that and then you get it and you're a master. Now you have to figure out what formula you're using.
On the test, are you gonna know how to have like a formula sheet?
I'll give you SOHCAHTOA, yeah.
What? That's all?
That's all you need.
What about the
No.
last 2 lessons?
That's SOHCAHTOA, that's tangent.
Toa is off.
I'll give you TOA, SAW, and CA.
Why can't we write this if we don't understand that?
What's that?
Can we write this if we don't
Oh, and I'll give you that too, don't worry.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm like,
No,
sorry.
no.
I'm gonna be like chanting that through the books.
That would be great, actually. I would really appreciate that. Okay,
I'd be sitting here and be like, soccer tour. You just see it. I'd be like,
Chloe, like 40 minutes.
I get it. I wouldn't judge. All right, 68 degrees. Check this out. What's 22 plus 68?
90.
Boom.
Right?
And what do those 2 angles of this triangle have to add up to? These 2 alone have to add up to 90 because that's 90 already.
holy.
And if it's 2 triangles, it has to equal.
You should stop with your head.
Yeah, stop there.
All right, let's do one more together.
Oh boy. Is there one on the back? Oh, it's a word problem.
Yeah, it's a word problem on the back.
I hate word problems.
Because word problems are where it makes it harder.
Yeah, so why do we have word problems?
Because that's how I tell if you're an 80 or a 75-ish student.
Now we're having a study.
A little 20.
You're not.
Please don't look. No.
No.
If you want, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll draw it out. I'll help you guys draw it out. Okay.
Those are the confusing ones.
Make it, on word problems, you guys always draw it out.
Wait.
It helps, and I can give you a mark if you draw it
If
correctly.
it says from the observer, that's straight. That
Um,
could be like your flat one on the triangle.
okay.
So this is 430.
All right. So
Okay, which side's 300? That one?
here you are.
But what happens if we drew it like the other way?
That's fine.
That's wrong.
There's your plane.
We have
Okay.
to draw.
All right, so the plane is 300 meters above the water. That's your vertical distance. And it's 430 meters from the observer.
Well, I drew my one
The
line really
hypotenuse is
long.
the angle going downwards on an angle.
Yeah.
Like you could tell it's long.
Ooh, aren't you?
It's-
Yeah.
Wait, so
No, you measure if you're measuring the distance from you to the plane, it's this distance
then
here.
your angle's where you're looking from?
Yeah. So this is
Like
430
my
here.
airplane.
Wait, you told me it was the flat one.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Sorry, Julie. I wasn't paying attention.
Messing me
I
up.
thought you meant the angle.
No, I said the flat side.
I thought you meant the angle off the flat side. I didn't mean what you meant. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sam.
Wait, sorry, I have to check something.
No, it's okay. Check it out. Check yourself out.
Okay, are we gonna do high?
Now, remember, the angle of elevation, looking up. Okay?
Got it. Oh,
So we're looking
so
for
that's what's that called?
the angle you're looking for.
Angle of elevation. Which one is it?
The angle of incline.
And
So this is the angle you're looking for.
Then you
You've
have
been
to
given
use
two sides. Just try it. Try it, try it, try it.
wait, what's the other angle of elevation?
I believe so. I'll have to double check
It's
that.
forward.
That looks good.
Incline or elevation?
Elevation.
You just said.
That's not the right one.
Wait, wait. It's further.
Based on that angle, what two sides have you been given?
Okay, I don't know if this is right. Does this look the same as other people?
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
what's the
that-
Does this
angle?
look
The
the
angle of
same?
incline or elevation?
This here?
Yeah.
Elevation.
What's the other one?
Decline. Oh, sorry. Depression. Elevation and depression.
Is that like
Okay,
the same as everyone else's?
Don't use that one.
You just said yes, because nothing
No,
else
that
lines
one's-
up.
Look at if this is here,
That's opposite.
then what's this over here if this is across from the
This
90?
is opposite. That's adjacent.
What side is across from the 90 degrees?
I don't know. The hypotenuse. What did
Hypotenuse.
you say?
Okay, there you go. Try that now.
Please.
What are we looking for here?
Oh,
No, I'm serious. Determine the angle.
you're looking for that angle that I put there by the guy's head.
But we're only given the meters.
You're given two things.
Oh, we have to find all three sides.
No, you don't need the third
No, I
side.
did this.
You look here, check this out. You only had two sides, right?
Or yeah.
And look at, we found both angles.
So I just do that.
Which one works with this guy and this guy? Out of all three of those.
Over H.
Over H
Okay,
is.
did I get this or is that still wrong?
Sin.
Yeah.
Should tell me
Good.
to walk around.
Good. There's on. I'm just gonna give Chloe 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I just started, so
That's
you
okay.
guys could just say it and I'll copy along.
Well, try it. Keep showing. Everyone got this part, right?
Yeah.
From what I saw when I went around and gathered information on all you guys. Maddie, right? You're looking all of a sudden. Sure. Okay, good. I know, I thought so, but I just confused look. So sine is.
I always do.
That was a lot of homework.
Sine is opposite over hypotenuse.
I'm gonna do this right. I'm not.
Don't worry, you don't have to do all that. Okay, and then you should get.
There's a lot of lead up.
300 over 430. Yeah. What is it, 44?
Yeah, 0.2.
22 degrees. The Bears. Good.
Don't tell me.
Good.
Don't tell me.
Honestly, you know what the hardest part was for most of you guys that got caught up? Was figuring out which ratio to use.
Is it 44?
Yes, good, right? Okay, that takes time and practice. So guess what we're doing today and Monday?
Practice.
Oh,
We're just gonna practice.
I thought,
Quiz is on Tuesday.
Yep.
so technically I don't have to do my math homework this week and I can do it on practice day.
No, just do it. The more you do, the better you're gonna be.
That's what we
And you already have
fail.
homework from 2 units that you haven't done.
I want to do that.
Okay,
Oh, you're gonna fail. No.
we don't need to record that part.
That